Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Everyone is talking about the Campbell's soup incident, crap for poor people. I fed my kids a lot of crap for poor people, and I'm not trashing Campbell's soup. But it's also says something about us. The mask is off. The mask is off. We were gaslit for so many years to say that low-fat processed food was healthy and the traditions of our ancestors were ignorant, right? And who got hurt worse in this massive gaslighting? Poor people. Because the executives and rich people never gave up their home cooking. They had cooks. My mother had canned food, I had canned food. And I used to practice near the Sacramento Campbell's soup plant. I saw many wonderful people that worked there. I do not want to trash that company. There are nice people working. I saw people getting injured making this soup. I saw people get burned, get fractures. It was a tough job. And I went to the company store and I ate the soup. I saw that they did have fresh fruits and vegetables coming. I cannot comment on the meats, but that's their job. I truly believe that this was healthy, and I was a physician and I was taught this and I was gaslit. And I look back on another interaction I had years ago with a McDonald's executive and my clinic. At that point, all of us would have a weekly McDonald's run, and we were collecting Happy Meal toys to put together the Tarzan and Inspector Gadget toys. We would love. And an executive came in, and I said to her, I love McDonald's, it's so awesome. And she said, I don't eat there. And she was thin, and I was fat. And looking back on that exchange, something should have gone off in my head. But the American Academy of Family Physicians patient education booklet that I gave out was sponsored by Coca-Cola and McDonald's. And let that sink in. My education was an indoctrination sponsored by fast food things. And there were physicians who were complaining about this sponsorship. I said, screw you. Are you cooking for my kids? Are you going to come help cook? Because I'm going to get McDonald's and I'll cook a vegetable when I get home. Screw you. I was like, I'm exhausted. And this is the thing with the Campbell's soup, it offered so much. It's an American icon, and I'm not against women working. Here I am, a career woman. It wasn't all great when women didn't have agency and money, and credit, right? I mean, that wasn't that long ago, My mother's generation, they just started to get credit, and you had to cook. But we lost a lot. So instead of being mad at Campbell's soup, this is what I would propose. I would say, get an Instant Pot. Get an Instant Pot or any kind of cooker. And this was so much a part of my weight journey. One of my cousins shared with me. An Instant Pot, you can make soup, and it is all a self-contained thing. It's just cleaning this up at the end. You put it in the console and you learn how to use it. You can get it at a thrift store and make your own soup and make it with cabbage or cauliflower rice versus the noodles. Try to make it lower carb. Don't fear the fat. The fat you eat is not the fat you wear. It's the processed food, and the carbs is the fat you wear. Okay, Weight Watchers lied. The fat you eat is not the fat you wear. The frequency of eating, the amount of carbs, the processed food, that's the fat you wear. The fat of our ancestors is healing, I made turkey gravy, and it had fat in it, and I loved it, and it tasted great. I think of all the years I deprived myself and had low-fat, crap in a can, and it was crap for poor people. So we deserve better. We deserve better. And I'm Dr. Sarita. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Hope to see you in the next video.